So yeah, length represents the measurement of all characters inside this string. So if we try to count, the space are included, okay? Note this down.
Okay.
So 1, 2, 3. Hold on. Let's try again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Does it make sense to you?
Yeah, now I get the concept.
Yeah. So the measurement of the string, everything inside, including the space, including the numbers, all characters. So let's try adding some more character. Let's try adding 1. If we run this again, clear console and run. Now it's 14. Yeah, does it make sense?
Yeah.
So can you tell me what 14 is? Why is it 14?
Yeah, because you've counted the string there. I am a string 1. We've counted all the characters inside the double quotes from I am to 1. From I to 1.
Yeah, exactly. So length is a measurement of that in my string. So that's what it means for the length property. Again, to summarize, length is a property of this variable. So it represents a number measurement of everything inside the value, the string value.
Okay.
Of how long it is. So it's like saying it's 14 characters long.
Okay.
Yeah. So yeah, I'm going to give you 2 minutes to arrange your notes to make sense of this part, to make sure you retain the knowledge, okay? Yeah, let's proceed.
Okay, sir. Okay.
Let's try the other data types. Let's try a number. Let's try 200. See what the length of numbers are. Undefined. So because this is a number now, this is not a string.
Yeah.
Yeah, the length is undefined.
Fine.
Yeah. How about Boolean? Let's try true. Also undefined. Yeah. So now, we now know that length property works on string, but can it work on arrays? Do you have a guess?
On arrays.
Yeah. Would it work on array? What do you guess?
Yeah, I think so. It will work.
Sure. Let's name it. Let's try to bring back the beverages. And
Okay.
console.log beverages dot link. Let's try to run. It says 4. Why do you think it says 4?
Yeah, because the beverages are 4.
Yeah, exactly. So now if we use an array, get its property, length property, it now counts the number of values inside.
Okay.
So remember, if you use string, it will count the characters inside the string.
Yeah.
But if you use length on arrays, it will count the number or the measurement of values.
Yeah.
Dot length property, because we are going to use this at for loop. So for, we declare a variable. Let's name it count. Of course,
Okay.
it will start on 0. Now this is the condition. If count is less than beverages dot length. So I have a question for you, Richard. What
Yeah.
would the number be on this part? So count is less than
Count is less than 5.
5.
Yes.
Can I ask why is it 5? The beverages dot length
Because the beverages there are 4.
are
4.
4. So can I ask why is it 5?
Yeah, because 5 is less than because the beverages are 4 and the 5 is not the let me see.
No,
beverages
this is
are-
just 4. That's the answer. Because remember,
4.
beverages dot length is 4. That's how simple it is. It's just 4. So it's like writing count is less than 4. But we are using beverages dot length.
Okay.
Yeah. So if I add another, let's say juice, then it would be 5.
Okay.
And now for the third part, of course, just a simple count up. Now, focus, Richard. The thing that we discussed yesterday about arrays, do you remember the index? Hello?
Yes.
Do you remember about the index?
What index?
So you've forgotten about yesterday's topic about the index of arrays?
Oh, I remember the index. Yeah.
Okay. So what index is this?
that is 2.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So now, if I,
Yeah.
for example, if I print or console.log beverages 0, what would I see on the console?
You will see T.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
Now, on this part, we are going to use the index.
Okay.
Console.log beverages, and for the index, we are going to use count. So I'm going to explain the logic. So on
Okay.
first cycle, count is what number? Hello?
Yes.
On first
Count.
cycle, count is what
Yes.
number? What number is the count on the first cycle?
On the first cycle, we are declaring the variable.
No, what number
Count.
is count on the first cycle? What is the
On
value
the
of count?
T.
No, the number. You are correct about t, but
Yeah.
the number, what is the number of count on the first cycle?
On the first cycle.
Where would it start? What number would it start?
Should start from 0.
Yeah, so that's the first cycle. On
Yeah.
the first cycle, the count is 0. So it
Yeah.
will console.log beverages, what index?
Count 0.
Exactly, correct. Beverages,
Yeah.
0. So again, what is index 0?
T.
Then it will print t, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So now it will check, is 0 less than beverages.length? Yes, right?
Yeah.
Because 0 is less than 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5, less than 5.
Yeah.
Now it will count up. So now count is equals to, on the second cycle,
0. On the second cycle,
what is
on the
count?
second cycle,
Yeah,
count
is equals to,
is equals to 1.
yeah, exactly. Now it will cycle, it will run the code again on the second cycle, but this time it is beverages, what number?
Count number 1.
Yeah, exactly. And what would it print? What is on beverages index 1?
Index 1 is copy.
Exactly. Now it will cycle again, it will count up again. Now count is what number now on the third cycle?
Count number 2.
Exactly. And of course it will check again. The condition is 2 less than, what number is beverages.length again?
4.
4?
Eh? It is less than 4. So it's going to count number 3. Number 2.
Yeah, exactly. So it will cycle that over and over again, and the count, the index will change at each cycle
Okay.
because we use the variable count.
Yeah.
Yeah, until the condition is not met anymore.
Okay.
Let's try to run. Console.log, clear console and run. Here. Does it make sense to you on how this works?
I have a question.
Yeah, sure. Go ahead.
Okay. No, I've understand. The question was the beverages you already used, but it is count is less than beverages dot length.
Yeah.
So I've got the concept that the beverages here are 1, 2, 3, 4.
5.
There are 5.
So this is 5.
Yeah, there are 5 beverages.
Mhm.
So our count mechanism starts from 0.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've got the concept.
So it starts from 0, 1,
Yeah.
2, 3, and 4.
Yeah. Okay.
When you use a click, it means that he or she going to update a existing corrector.
Yeah.
So my question, how I can sketch how I can framework my user UI in order to be reliable and relevant.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if you got me.
Yes. So here's how you are going to do it. The edit button,
Okay.
that will go to the same page. Okay? The same
Okay.
page as the add new. So go back. The add new button will go to the same page.
Okay.
No, same page as the edit.
Okay.
They will go
okay.
to only one page.
Okay. So the plus button will go to the same page as the
Exactly.
will go to the yeah I got you. Yeah. Okay.
But the only difference is when you click the edit button, you are passing the ID of the collector. So now that you passed the ID, it means there is an existing collector. So that means you are editing a collector. So that's what I mean that you have to add a checking to see if there is a collector or not. You can check by ID. So if you are passing an ID, you are editing a collector. But if you click create new, you are still going to the same page, but you are not adding or you are not passing an ID. So in that way, the page will know, oh, there are no ID. So that means we are creating a new collector. Does it make sense?
Yes, it makes sense.
Okay.
I'm so curious about it. So, if we are using the same plus icon and edit icon
Yeah.
in order for us to navigate to the same page, so why we want to why we let me say why we switch, why we change this create new collector to be edit collector? Why we did not leave it the page as it is?
Okay. So
not-
let's think about that this way. For example, I have a new project, a new website.
Okay.
Okay. For example, I will be making your website, Daily Recorder, from scratch.
Okay.
One reason is it is easier for the developer, because if I create the create new collector page, I can just use that as my edit collector page. I don't have to write additional codes for edit collector. Okay, that's the best practice of it. And also, yeah, basically that's it. Because you will have duplicate codes in your environment, which is not needed. It is a better practice for developers, of course, maintainability and readability, and it's more organized, right? Since they use essentially the same page. If I want to make improvements on my create new collectors, I will go to that page. And if I want to make improvements on edit collector, I will go to that page. So I don't have to find any more additional page. So that's basically it. Okay. Mr. Tom is talking about redundancy.
Okay.
Yeah. And of course, yeah, most of the websites have the same UI for create new and edit. Yeah, that's basically it. So the only reason why it seems to be a little bit of a hassle to you, because you already made the create new collector page. You have already have a page for create new collector. But if in the first place you use the edit collector and create new collector as one page, then you will find it a little bit easier and more efficient.
Yes, it's not a big deal. Yeah, it is.
So yeah, did I explain it well, or do you have any questions?
No, thank you. Now I got you. What I want to know, it's all about why we made this, why we want to make these changes, to use the same code but different functionality, to use the same code in different functionality. So now I get you. Maybe the matter of redundancy.
Yes, exactly. So that's why, Arnold, the planning stage is really important.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, because yeah, I was not there when you started Daily Recorder, so maybe that's why we didn't have. Yeah, I haven't taught you yet on how to strategize, on how I strategize, and shared you my insights.
Yes.
But me as a developer, I find the planning stage a very important factor, because on the planning stage I can plan. For example, this edit collector and new collector, I will determine just on the planning stage. Okay,
Yeah,
initially
yeah,
on
yeah.
the planning stage, that I will use create new collector and edit new collector as one page only. Okay, then if I start to write the codes, it will be easier to write the codes, because I am making one page for two features, right? It's easier if you think about it.
In fact, sir, I think this is a main is a most of the problems that I encounter currently. Is the main source of this problem. We did not strategize our planning before we started the development. Mr. Tom, he sent to me some mock-ups of how it look in the matter of UI.
Yeah.
So there is no any good conversation, communication, how it look, on which way I can use in order to achieve what he wanted me to do.
Yeah.
So I think for the next project, I will improve. I will
Yeah.
strategize my project before I strategize my plan before I started to coding. So I think the planning is more essential
Yeah.
and the potential touch.
And maybe on the next project, we can team up. Yeah, including Richard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it will be easy, and will take a it will take not too much time.
Yeah.
Few time will take, yeah, will save time compared to this one.
Yeah. Maybe after some time, you will be a master developer, even better.
Yeah,
Than me. Yeah. You,
I
you will
see.
be you will be the lead developer, and I will be your junior.
Yeah, no, thank you, sir. I think that is impossible. Yeah.
That's not impossible. That's possible. Yeah.
It's possible. It's possible, but
And actually, I want
always
that to
you
happen.
senior.
It will bring me joy if you get better than me, because in that way, now I can learn from you, right? I will
Sure.
also benefit if you get even more better than me.
Okay, yeah.
So that's
but-
how. Yeah, that's what teamwork is.
Okay,
So, yeah.
yeah.